State senators on both sides of the aisle are facing recall efforts. Paperwork has been filed against 6 Democrats and 8 Republicans. 5 of the 14, Dave Hansen, Jim Holprin, Rob Coles, Randy Hopper, and Luther Olson, represent areas in northeast Wisconsin. To be eligible for a recall, a lawmaker has to have completed at least 1 year of his or her current term. Those behind the recall have 60 days to gather the signatures they need. The number of signatures needed varies by district and ranges from 11,000 to 21,000. If enough signatures are collected, the lawmaker would have to go through a special recall election. And the clock is ticking for constituents across the state trying to recall their district senator.
In Winnebago County, leaders from both parties are reaching out to voters to educate them on their stance in the recall process. Fox 11's Ben Krumholtz brings us both sides.
Do you know what you're signing?
People were in and out all afternoon at Oshkosh teacher Kristen Bonta's house.
I was scared at first, but now I'm just kind of angry and kind of trying to figure out a way to express that anger appropriately.
Bonta tried contacting her district's state senator, Republican Randy Hopper, to voice her opposition to Governor Scott Walker's budget proposals. She says it took him too long to respond and now is trying to have him recalled.
He's right in line with his party instead of listening to his constituents.
Bonta went to a 2-hour class put on by the Winnebago County Democrats on how to recall an elected official. Meanwhile, the county's Republicans are trying to do a little education of their own.
What we're doing now is trying to correct all the misinformation that is out there and educate them and support Randy, who has been a courageous leader through all this.
Amy Rassop believes Republican lawmakers are doing what the voters elected them to do.
The previous administration had been passing things left and right, spending money like it's water, and Republicans did not have the numbers to stop it. Did we run away? No, we stood there and took it and went back, educated our voters, so that in 2010 they turned out. That was the true democratic process.
For a recall to happen, the lawmaker must have completed at least 1 year of their term. The district then must receive the necessary amount of signatures in 60 days. Then, if the petition is ruled valid, 6 weeks later, the lawmaker would go through a special recall election.
If an attorney from Randy Hopper checks these, he will be calling and he will be emailing you to make sure you were the one that signed this petition and you knew exactly what you were signing.
Bonta collected her signatures out of her house because Oshkosh's school superintendent told her the petition couldn't be circulated on school grounds. In 3 days, she has more than 30 signatures. She estimates 250 people are also collecting names.
I think in a week we can get to 15,267.
I guess I would hope that the voters who spoke quite loudly in November of 2010 would come out again in support of the election.
I think the voters will come out in droves.
Both parties say they are starting to prepare as if there will be a special recall election. In Winnebago County, Ben Krumholtz, Fox 11 News.
Again, there are recall efforts for 14 state senators, some from each party.